Guys, what's up?
Hey guys,
Yeah,
what's up, buddy?
quarantine video. Woo, man,
This
it's
sucks.
yeah, it really does suck not being able to go to the movies and everything.
hmm
Um,
I don't like it. It's
yeah. So
this
if you guys
sucks.
don't know, there's a pandemic happening. Um, I mean, I would be shocked if you didn't know, because you'd be like Encino Man living under a rock or something like that, or
Pretty
living in a
much.
cave or whatever the heck it was. Frozen, I think, is what it was.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, obviously we're practicing social distancing.
Yep.
We've been watching a ton of the movies. Thankfully, these new movies are getting released VOD.
Yep. So we're here to talk about it.
Yeah. So this is kind of our first podcast too. This,
Yeah,
this is
it's
like our test
weird.
one.
Yeah, this is our test run. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out or nothing, but
Yeah, we're
I
testing
hope you're
out.
getting audio is what I'm hearing. I'm hoping.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, I am. Um, I mean, I did a little test run before, and I was getting audio from my headset, so I'm assuming same from you.
Okay. No,
Um,
I mean I can still hear you. I'm just hoping they can hear us is what I'm saying.
yeah. So yeah.
But anyway, yeah, guys, it sucks.
So before we actually get into the movies, what have you watched, Zach?
Oh man, what the real question is what haven't I watched?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I've ran through this. I mean, we've been off of work for like this is our what
It'll
going on the second week?
be it'll be
This is going
two
on our third
weeks.
week. This is
Yeah, it'll
going
be
on
2 weeks starting next Tuesday. This Tuesday.
yeah. So
So it's Sunday
since
right now.
then, I have started and
Yep.
finished all of Clone Wars from Star Wars
Hmm.
from Disney Plus. Watched all of it, and I'm up to
And
date on.
including the new season, right?
I've started the new season. They're releasing it week by week, so
Oh,
I'm
okay,
caught up
okay.
all the way till now.
How many episodes is that?
Oh man, 20 something episodes a season. So there's 7 seasons. So
Okay.
I mean 20 plus episodes.
So what,
There's
like
about 20
that's
there's
like
about
100, 120 plus?
22-ish. Yeah. I mean there's like 22-ish episodes per season.
So you probably watched
So
about 60 hours of Clone Wars, basically.
yeah. And then I got that done in about 5 days,
Yeah.
6 days of like just continuously watching that over and over and over.
Yeah.
Which I mean, my kid got sick of it. Like
Yeah.
she was like, "Can we watch something else?" I was just like, "No,
No,
I
we're
no."
enjoying this. This is fun.
Um, and then I went from that right into Rebels.
Oh
Like I
yes.
did not even like take a break. There was no break of between Clone Wars and then Rebels, which Rebels again, I mean it's a shorter series. It's only about it's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
So like when I saw that compared to the 7, I was like, oh, this is nothing. I got this. This is like a cakewalk now. But yeah, so all of I've watched all of Clone Wars up to the new season, all of Rebels all the way through. And
Yeah.
then of course the movies we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
And then
Well, what else
started.
besides?
Well, besides that, I've started officially. I'm on episode 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going back and rewatching all the Star Wars movies now,
Yeah.
seeing if I can catch anything, because just a couple characters from Rebels that are actually in the movie, and I didn't realize that. So
Yeah. So
going back and seeing if I can catch them. What about you,
so
buddy? What have you been doing?
well, speaking of Rebels, you said you were trying to catch characters and everything. Did you see the
Yeah,
character I was telling you about in episode 1?
yeah,
So in episode 1, if you guys don't know, or anything about Rebels, uh, Kanan, I think is how you say his name.
yeah.
That's like the
He's
spoilers,
in
I
the back.
guess. If you have, yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I've seen that movie so many
Well, no,
times,
it's
but
not. He is. It's his master.
oh yeah,
His master, because
yeah,
he's not at any part of it yet. Um, but yeah, his master's in the Jedi Council meeting or something
yeah,
like that. It's either the
something like
Jedi
that.
Council meeting or Qui-Gon's funeral. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's one of them
Spoilers.
too. Oh shit. Oh
um,
no.
So yeah, let's see. What have I actually watched? So there's the long list of movies that I had to watch and everything to catch up on.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Um, let's see. I kind of been jumping around a lot. Like I jumped around
Oh,
from Clone
really?
Wars to Rebels to that new Tiger King. I watched
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
half an episode of
Oh,
that.
and then I've watched the letters from the king. I watched that all last night
Oh, you
when I couldn't sleep.
binged that entire thing?
Well, it's only 6 episodes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, no, I binge watched it all the way through from like 11 to like 3 in the morning.
Yeah. And then, dude, I watched Bert Kreischer, his new Netflix special.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
oh my god, dude. You know the story about him, right?
Yeah.
Like you know he's basically Van Wilder.
Yeah.
That's like how the Van Wilder came about is the they wrote a story like a movie script about him. It never went through. So everyone that wrote a script
Yeah.
basically made their own thing about him, and the one that happens to happen is Van Wilder. So,
No,
but
I
yeah,
mean,
I
yeah.
watched his special. That was great. I watched Tom Segura's new special, which is like probably some of the most popular things on Netflix right now because it's the only like new
Yeah.
things. Um, God, what else did I watch? I watched
I mean,
Godzilla.
realistically, you haven't been watching shit. You've been
I've been
like
playing
playing
a
video
lot of
games.
games. Yeah, I've been catching up on my backlog. I've been killing some games. Um,
Yeah.
I
Which is why
played.
it's taken
Yeah,
us this long to film.
yeah. That's my fault. That's my fault.
This was supposed to be filmed like what, like 4 days ago?
Something like that. So I played Detroit Become Human.
Yep.
I played through it one time, even though I got to play through it 2 more times to get all the trophies.
Yeah.
I'm playing Mad Max. I played a little bit of a game called the Banner Saga, which is like think of it like a Telltale game, but it's like Nordic. I
Okay.
think you might actually kind of like it. Like it's kind of one of those story like pick your own adventure type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I think you might actually like it. So
No, I
there's like
mean,
actual
yeah.
combat stuff. So it's kind of cool.
The the most video games I've played is about 20 minutes of Red Dead with him. That's
Yeah.
about it. Or actually, you know what? No, she took over that game
Yeah.
yesterday. She played that for like 3.5 hours,
Oh
just
wow.
running around, just killing everything and everyone. She was
Oh
just
yeah.
loving it. I was just like, I don't know if I should be okay in this right now, but I mean, she wasn't walking into
Uh,
towns and like killing people. She was literally just going hunting. Like she
oh
was
yeah.
walking around just killing every freaking
Animal.
animal there was to kill besides bunnies. She said she will not ever kill a bunny.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I,
That's good.
so she finally died and I ran over a bunny.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? All right. Now I don't know if you saw, but I kind of called you out on Bam's video, his video
Oh
game
yes, I did.
franchise.
I did see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Are you gonna actually play
I did.
Horizon?
I'm gonna try to.
You
As
better.
soon as I mean, because clearly we're off this week.
Yeah.
So
We're probably gonna be
after I'm
off
done,
another month. I'd be
I
surprised.
I don't know. I mean, realistically, we have no idea. So,
Yeah. This thing's
but
crazy.
I mean, at some point, yes, I will attempt to freaking go back and actually play a video game here.
Yeah.
But
Good. Good.
I will attempt it. I can't promise that I will finish it unless it grabs me because there's only a few games that have like legit been like, okay.
I think this one might. This one's pretty awesome.
Um,
I've always liked
but
Horizon.
I mean, as Bam said, I mean, since the whole start of this, I've watched I think like 3 of his series that he's picked out. I think I've watched because I'm right in the middle of Star Wars right now. Like it's on in the background.
Yeah.
Uh, but I've watched Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Only the first 3 because the 4 or 5 does not.
It doesn't matter.
4 or 5 doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I've watched Star Wars. I'm in Star Wars. Watched Pirates. I'm thinking if I'm gonna start another franchise, I might. I don't need to do this, but they're just too damn good not to. I just might run through the MCU again,
Of course you will. Oh goodness.
or Jurassic Park. I've kind of thought
Mhm.
maybe going Jurassic Park route. and because
I
I haven't
haven't watched
seen.
those in a while. I think I might do that.
Yeah, so maybe we could do a video or two on that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Have you heard about this Netflix party thing, by the way?
Netflix party thing.
Apparently, like you can, if you have a browser, like a computer type of thing, you can do a Netflix party where you can all start a movie at the same time and just
Of course,
watch
they're
it
doing
together.
something like that.
Yeah, which is like, how is this
That's
not a
actually
normal thing?
Yeah, I mean, of course they're gonna. I mean, Netflix is smart. They're gonna comp on this. Like, they're gonna do this like no other.
Yeah, because they've been like
Um,
throttling internet connections and everything, so it's like
oh, they've been doing
there's
so
so
much
many,
stuff.
there's so many
They've been
people
doing,
watching.
yeah. I mean, that's all you're freaking doing.
Hmm.
And like, I mean, really, realistically, I've been on Disney Plus more than I've been on Netflix.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's
um,
because freaking
that's
Clone
all.
Wars and
Everything's been on
Rebels
Disney.
is on
Yeah.
there. So
All
I will
right.
say this though. I will say without spoiling anything, if anybody hasn't seen it, I would say watch them both. Clone Wars can get boring,
Hmm.
but I 100% like Rebels so much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Rebels is
Rebels
such
is really good.
Rebels is in my top 5 of Star Wars. Period.
Yeah.
Like out of the movies, shows, and games and stuff. Yeah, Rebels is
Yeah.
freaking up there. Like I'm officially understanding like the side stories of everything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how have I not watched this?
Speaking
Like
of like
how?
all Star Wars stuff, they just re-released on PS4 the Jedi Knight Academy game. Do you remember that one? It
Uh-uh.
was, it was a PC game, but it's
No,
like a
that's why.
full on. Well, yeah, but like even I've heard of it, and I was never really a PC gamer. But like you can jump like full on Jedi status, like jumping around physics and everything. It's
Oh, what?
like it's a lot of people's like one of their favorite like, and it has multiplayer too. Like
Ooh.
it's a lightsaber fighting multiplayer game.
Oh, okay.
So
You have my attention.
yeah, so I think I can't remember if I picked it up. But if you end up picking it up, it's only like $20. So
All right. Anyway, let's talk about
let's
some movies.
actually, yeah, let's actually get to our
Let's
job.
do actually what we're here to do.
Yeah. So
So we have a bunch of movies to talk about. So go ahead and just pick one of them. One of like the 5 that we watched.
well,
Or I
how
don't
about we
even
get the
know.
worst one out of the way? How about we just
Oh
get Doolittle
God.
out of the way?
Do we have
It's
to?
not. Yeah, let's just get the terrible one out of the way.
All right,
It's
fine. Go ahead.
spoilers for our review for it. So yeah, we watched Doolittle. It's the
Yep, we
Robert
did.
Downey Jr. Um, Jesus, that was very loud. I wouldn't do that again. Like that
That
was right
was
into the mic.
so bad.
Yeah.
It
Um.
was. Oh God.
So this movie came out what, January, right?
January. Yep.
Yeah. So we obviously skipped it because we knew it wasn't going to be good. Um.
But now that we're in
Yeah.
quarantine, we can't do anything. So why not?
Yeah. So yeah, we watched it. It's not good. It's it's kind of a depressing opening.
It
'Cause
really is.
it's
Like it
super
really
depressing in the beginning.
freaking is.
Because we're going full spoilers, by the way, for this one at least, because we're just gonna save you the trouble. Um. So yeah, so his wife dies. He finds this amazing girl, blah blah blah. They get married, all this. She goes on an adventure, and her ship sinks, full on like Frozen parents style. Um. Yeah, and he's just kind of becomes a recluse, basically how we're living right now. Um. Yeah, it's just like it's super depressing for an opening to the movie. I'm it didn't really start off on a good note, and it never picked back up.
Oh, that's so
Um,
much better.
oh, nice. Yes. So yeah, the the cool thing about the opening though is they did it like as an animation. I almost kind
Yeah,
of
they
would have
did.
preferred the animation throughout the whole movie.
I
Like
mean, realistically,
I dug the animation style.
yeah. I mean, realistically, I like the opening, even though it was depressing like that. I liked what you said, like the animation, but man, not even RDJ could
Could
save
save that.
this this movie.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, and then on top of just everything about it, dude, I didn't like the story. I didn't like the acting. It really just felt like super like it was one of those like it felt like he just did it because he was like, man, well, I just got done doing everything, so all
Now,
right, what can I just like shoehorn in here? And that's pretty much what this movie is.
yeah. Now, was it just me, or like, did it seem like when he'd say words, his mouth wouldn't move?
Yeah,
Like that
it,
was
it, it
really
looked
weird. Like they dubbed in
yeah, there's
lines.
yeah, it looks like they like dubbed in certain areas.
Like he
Yeah, no,
speaks
for
so
sure.
quickly that they dubbed it into this like scene, and it's just
Oh yeah, no,
like,
it looked bad, dude. It looked
yeah, it
really
was
bad.
really weird. Um,
I did not like it whatsoever.
there was a few good jokes. I will say that I did like some jokes. Um, I mean, you can't help but laugh when you see a freaking gorilla kick a tiger in the nuts. that
That
was
kind of was
that
actually
was
funny.
hilarious.
That's kind of almost how I almost feel with like every like movie that has like a big like big cast wise. I always feel like
Huge cast, yeah.
it gets kind of just like I really don't know how they like certain movies always do this. Like with the bigger the cast, it's usually a crappier movie.
Excuse me.
Like that's what always gets me worried is like I don't know if this is gonna be good. But I mean take like I mean besides like Knives Out or like Endgame, Infinity War, stuff like that. But like regular everyday movies that like try to get like multiple cast, you know, uh, I'll bring up one of your personal favorites, The Dead Don't Die, that has a huge cast and was just such a crap movie. That's
Yeah.
exactly what this reminded me of.
Well,
It
they
was
spend
not
all their
good.
money on the casting. That's what
Yeah, I
they
mean,
spend all their money
and,
and
and the
time on.
CGI sucked.
Yeah, it was
Am I
not
the only
good.
person that thought that? Because that CGI was
It,
garbage.
it was it was bad.
Okay, good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one to think that because that CGI was freaking terrible.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, I'm never watching this movie again.
Yeah, I don't plan on it either.
Ever. Like, I tried to watch it with M, and she said no. I had to go back and watch this by myself because the kid was like, this is stupid.
Yeah,
This is boring.
yeah. That was
So,
like one of the big issues with this movie when it came out that we were hearing about too, is like
yeah,
kids
they
don't
don't
like
know who
it.
they're aiming at.
Yeah, and adults don't like it because there's no process of understanding like what 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 joke is that for? Because it'll
Yeah,
go
I
from
mean,
like
it,
kid
it,
joke,
it
kid
really
joke.
is.
Yeah,
Like, you really don't know whether it's for an adult or if it's for
yeah.
a freaking kid or I
Because
mean an
the
adult or their mom or dad.
yeah, because
It's
the
just
dragon
not
scene.
even.
Let's just get it out of the way. The dragon,
Oh God, the dragon scene.
dude. Like you just literally shoved something up a dragon's butt
Yep,
to make it feel better.
yep.
To pull out the stuff that it had eaten. Like,
Yeah, that was.
I don't want to show my kids that.
No, I don't either.
That's
And
weird.
that's and it's kind of one of the funnier things is like I mean, I know this is a podcast, so it's going to be longer and stuff. So I'll go into it. Normally, we don't, go into heavy, deep, thought of movies, but with this, it's like, how the hell are you gonna sit there and tell me that's a PG movie?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like the whole plot of the movie is they're trying to save the queen because
Yeah.
someone poisoned the queen so they could take over all the power.
Well, see, I
Like,
can get that's okay. Like, see, that's okay, but like,
but for a kids movie, that's a weird premise. Like
I
that's
mean,
like a
it is.
PG-13 type of movie. That's
I feel
understandable.
like if this would have maybe got a PG-13 movie or rating, maybe it might have done better. Like, I mean, once the word got out that the movie sucks, that's a
Yeah.
different story. But I'm saying like maybe a better opening weekend,
Yeah.
just because, it's a PG movie. You don't know if it's. I mean, I'm not gonna realistically sit down and go see a PG movie by myself
Yeah.
unless I'm quarantined.
Yeah.
But I mean, Like I think that had a lot to do with it. I think they were trying to pull too many punches, and they just tried to do everything they could just to skim by on that PG instead of trying to get that PG-13.
Yeah,
I think maybe that might have helped its opening weekend.
a
But I
little
mean,
bit.
once people saw it, it would still be a
Yeah, it's
garbage
still terrible.
shoot of a movie. But I mean, at least maybe that opening weekend it might have made a little bit of more money.
Yeah,
But realistically, no, this movie sucked.
yeah.
It
So
was
let's
terrible.
just go ahead and get the actual score out of the way.
So before we do that,
Oh,
before we say the score, I know we talked about this and we haven't really brought it back up, but we might as well bring it up now. Are we switching our ratings, buddy?
I was thinking about it. We never really talked about it because
No, that's what I'm saying.
like I just feel like it was kind of confusing. Like I've always felt like it was kind of confusing where we were going with it because like we wanted to be unique and everything, but if you don't totally like if you're just jumping in and you don't understand like
Yeah.
our actual review score, I could see how it could be confusing. So I feel like
Okay, so what do you
we
want to do?
should I feel like we should go back to just like simple like letter or number rating for now.
Well, do you want to go
So
letter or do you want to go number?
um
And if we do numbers, do you want to do 1 to 5 or 1 to 10?
I think I'm thinking numbers and do 1 to 5.
Okay. Well, do you want to start or do you want me to go?
Um yeah, why don't you go ahead and start?
It's 0.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't even get a number. It's a 0.5 on the freaking scale.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I will never watch this movie again.
I'm just gonna give it a 1 because there was a few jokes I did laugh at, but that's the
I
only
mean,
thing
I
that gets
laughed
it.
at the getting kicked in the nuts part, but that was it. Like
Well,
everything else, I was just like,
that
this
and
is stupid.
like I really did like that opening animation, so like that kind of bumped it up for me at least. But no, it's still a 1 out of 5. Like
Okay,
seriously,
well,
it's so
yeah,
bad.
yeah, it's very
It's
bad.
not a good movie. Um. So yeah,
All
the
right, well,
new
that's
rating
that movie.
system.
There it is. Hey. No, all right. So next one, what do you want to talk about? You want to get
Well,
the
we
the
have.
heart? Do you want to get the smack of the heart taken care of, or do you want to?
So do we want Onward or A
Do you
Way
want?
Back? Because both of those were kind of one of those type of movies.
Well, I'm
Um.
saying, do you want to get yours out of the way, being that you don't really want to talk about this movie too much to knock it out and get it taken care of?
I feel like if I talk about Onward, I'm never gonna shut up about it. Like, just how much I could say about that movie. So
I mean,
what
clearly,
we yeah
I think you said you liked it, so
yeah um because we have A Way Back, we have Onward, we have The Hunt, and
and Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. Um, let's knock Bloodshot out because that's a
All right,
simple movie we can knock out real quick.
all right, go ahead.
Um,
Or do you want me to go? I don't
yeah,
care.
why don't you go this time?
All right, so this is Bloodshot. It's basically just about a guy that is a military, shooter that goes clears houses door to door, and he comes home and gets kidnapped with his wife, or so you think, and then he wakes up and finds out he's been killed and has these nanobots in his blood that basically make him a superhero.
Yeah,
And
it's
he gets reprogrammed every day, so his day gets different and he kills people every day of
yeah.
his life.
And before you think that that's a spoiler, no, that's exactly what happens in the trailer. That's literally what
Yeah,
they say in the trailer.
yeah.
Um,
I'm not spoiling
it,
anything, but I'm just saying that's
which
exactly.
I don't know who came up with the trailer for this movie, but the fact that you literally are giving away the entirety of the plot in the trailer
Yeah,
is like, what the hell are you thinking? Like legitimately, like you got to be like losing your mind. You just basically gave them the movie for
yeah,
free,
yeah,
and they're like,
uh,
still come see it, haha.
yeah. No,
And
I mean, realistically, I think we still would have seen this in theater if I
yeah,
mean if this whole thing didn't happen.
yeah,
But I mean,
it still
it
looked cool.
it wasn't. I'll go ahead and say this: it's not good, but it's more than
it was actually kind of better than I was expecting it to be. Like
Yeah,
I
wasn't
was
expecting
expecting
anything.
I wasn't expecting anything. I thought this movie was gonna just be one of those that just like falls by the wayside type of things for the year, and that Vin was basically not even worried about it because he knows he was banking on, Fast 9 coming out. Yeah, this movie was just okay.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't great. It did exactly what I was thinking it was gonna do, and that was it.
Yeah,
So it's nothing fancy for me.
I had no real hope for this movie except for the cool action set pieces, and
Yeah.
that's the only thing I liked about this entire movie.
And I mean, realistically, again, whoever put the trailer together showed you everything in this movie. Like, you literally can watch the trailer and get the best fight scenes.
Yeah, like the best fight scenes are in the trailer, which is
Yeah.
just like,
You
what
don't
was
do
your
that.
plan with that?
You don't do that. Like, that's something that I was like, man, what are you thinking? Like, why are you doing this? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it
trying to
wasn't.
look at the cast real quick because I can't remember the guy's name.
What, Guy Pearce?
No, the hacker guy.
Oh yeah, I have no
the
idea.
comedian. I can't
Yeah, I
remember
have no
his name for
idea.
the life of me.
But yeah, no.
He was by far my favorite character of the entire movie.
Oh yeah, easily. He was my
He was the
favorite
best
part of the
character
movie too.
Yeah.
And
'cause you had,
again, I was gonna say this is another movie that really actually I feel like would have done better R.
yeah, which is really like weird that it's not.
Yeah, so I mean for me, nothing special. Just Vin being Vin and couple of cool action fight scenes, but again, if you really just want to see the movie, you can watch the trailer and save yourself a 2-hour period. Yeah. But I'll say, I'll give it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it enough.
I've been hitting around 2 out of 5 as well for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 out of 5 for Bloodshot. It's still better than Doolittle.
Oh, if anything's better than Doolittle.
Yeah.
I think Doolittle is going to be the replicas of the year.
Quite possibly.
I mean, because who knows, man? We might not ever get to go back to the theater this year.
That's a distinct possibility. It's going to be a hard time to be a movie reviewer, movie podcast type of thing. Thankfully, they are releasing these movies video on demand. Like the fact that we haven't heard anything about Mulan or Black Widow.
I think Disney is pushing to try to. I think Disney will pump those out. I think Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
I think, man, once this, because no MCU Eternals is supposed to come out in November, right?
Yeah. Which we still haven't heard a single thing about. Like, speaking of Disney, why don't we hit Onward?
Okay.
All right.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh God, I might cry. I got a tissue box right here. All right. So Onward, it is the story of a teenager played by Tom Holland, who happens to be an elf. I thought they were trolls, but they're elves.
No, they're elves.
Yeah. So he's an elf. His brother Barley. What was his name? Ian, I think. Tom Holland's character. I think it's Ian.
I think it's Ian.
Yeah.
I think it's Ian, and I think it's.
And Barley is the brother.
Yeah.
Which is, I kept laughing at because it's like, oh, Barley. It sounds like it's kind of like a ale type of thing.
Yeah.
So Barley, they go on this adventure because when they're both 16, they're given a wizard staff by their dead dad to bring him back for a day, to spend a day with them. So that's like the whole adventure. They're trying to bring him back. They bring him partially back, and that's where you see only the legs walking around.
Yeah.
So the quest is to go find the other magic piece to fully bring him back, to finish the spell, because they mess it up, of course.
And that's what the whole movie's basically about.
This movie's really good. I really did like it. I can definitely see the whole Dungeons and Dragons aspect of it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
God, I want to play D&D again. I miss it so much.
Oh,
man.
I
finally caved because I've had it open on the Mac like all the stuff that for like the next session, I'm like, close, and I'm just like,
Oh,
so I'm gonna
yeah,
have to do it
no,
all. But I don't know when the next time we're gonna get together to play is.
we don't.
Sooner than later. Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be later than sooner, buddy.
yeah, I know. So yeah, there's definitely that thing, and it's funny because like, every time they would reference something, it's like, oh hey, we were gonna deal with something like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like one of the things they keep mentioning even in the trailer is the Manticore. There
Yeah.
was a Manticore coming up in our freaking campaign at some point. And it's like, oh, I wanted to do so much cool stuff.
Yeah,
Like I
no,
didn't
see,
get to
like
show
that's
half my surprises.
yeah, but see, like that's why I was kind of like thinking you were really gonna like this one and actually
Yeah.
like get on board with it. I know the whole like story aspect, but I was like,
Yeah,
I think if he gets into it enough, he's
yeah.
gonna
So
actually
the
like it.
actual story was like, I was very hesitant to see this. This was the last movie you saw in theaters, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I was very hesitant on this because, like, for those that don't know, my dad passed away years ago, and I've like this is getting full on personal, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting there.
I've had dreams of being able to bring him back like this, like full on like this, and it's just it never really went well in the dreams. Like I always get so like it makes me emotional. So seeing that this is basically the Disney movie version of those dreams, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Sure enough, it wasn't that bad. Like,
Yeah.
there was parts where it obviously teared me up, especially the fact that like they actually mention how the dad dies, and it's because he gets sick, and it's like
Yeah.
that's the same thing. It's like, oh,
Bastards.
who wrote a movie about me? Like
You
this movie is
dicks.
so like this is like Matt's life story. Like legitimately.
I
Like
mean,
like because I was how Ian was in high school and all this stuff. Like I was like like very questioning about all these different things like, oh, I'm not cool enough, oh blah 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 blah, and then like I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Now I'm more like Barley than anything.
yeah, no, 100%.
So but
Oh, you're welcome
seeing
for
this
that, by the
movie,
way.
yeah, I hate you. Um so this movie is actually like really good though. Like it was
Oh, it
very
is.
very very good. Obviously anything animated by Disney is amazing. Um just like the actual moments too, because like they had the centaur guy, the
Yeah.
police officer.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dude, I loved his character so much.
I'm gonna give you the
Like,
count of 3.
tink,
Two.
tink, tink. And then like every time he'd tell like one of the dad jokes, he'd whinny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that was
man.
great.
I had a lot of fun with this movie. I
Oh yeah, no,
thoroughly
for
enjoyed
sure.
it. It's still not going to be in my top of like Pixar movies. Like
Really?
it's like
Oh, man,
there's
I thought
other
you were
movies.
gonna. I thought you were gonna love it.
There's other movies I like a lot more than this. But this movie's still really really good.
No, dude, like this movie was freaking great. Like I loved
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Onward's great.
it was. I mean, I will say it's probably one of my favorites. I can easily say that just because, like, I mean, dude, the freaking just everything of like the world of this movie is like one of my favorites. So I'm just like, man, it's very rare that Disney and Pixar doesn't do good movies.
Yeah.
So I mean, and the funny thing was like, there was a little gap period where I stopped watching it, and then I got to be a dad. So I literally had like
You had
6
the
year
easiest reason.
6 year gap of not watching anything, and then coming right back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember all these.
Watching every single one. So
No,
yeah,
but I
I
mean,
mean,
for me, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna jump in. I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5.
yeah.
I loved it.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4. It's not my favorite Pixar or Disney animated movie. There's plenty others that I like considerably more.
Oh
Um,
yeah. No, I mean there are too. Like there's
like
this
there's
is
perfect movies out there for me, and like
oh yeah.
this wasn't one of them, unfortunately. Um,
Oh,
but it was still a very good movie. So 4 from
yeah,
me,
yeah.
4.5 from that guy.
Do we just go super depressing and go right into
More
Ben Affleck?
depressing. Yeah, Ben Affleck. Affleck.
Affleck.
Yeah. So we'll might as well. I mean, get it out of the way. So we watched Way Back as well.
Yep.
The sports movie. Yay. Yeah, because I love baseball, and who cares about
Yeah, well,
basketball?
we're talking about
Baseball's way
basketball
better.
here, sir.
Baseball's way better. Just gonna
We're
say that
talking
now.
about basketball here, sir.
All right. So Way Back, we got Ben Ass, whatever. I always like to call him Ben Ass Crack.
Everybody does.
So yeah, it's Ben Affleck. Basically he's a guy who he's went through some hard times. He's kind of an alcoholic, all this stuff
Kind
because
of.
he's 100% alcoholic. Like he's sauced every single day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my stomach just rumbled. It's starving.
Well, let's hurry it up then.
So he's drinking. The reason he's drinking is he's divorced and he lost his son.
Yep.
From what it looks like, cancer, which is brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he loses his son and he's just in this downward spiral. His life's going nowhere. And then one day he gets a call from his old school, which is a like Catholic school, and they want him
Yeah.
to be the head coach. And it's basically Coach Carter, but if Coach Carter was a full-on alcoholic.
Yep.
And that's basically what you said to me. I remember that.
Yeah.
But
I was like,
this, I was
like
surprised.
oh, I was too. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I liked it for what it was, but there were certain things like I feel like not trying to get into any spoilers, of course, since it's brand new and whatnot, but like there was a part toward or at the end. I didn't think the ending was the end.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there was
Dude,
definitely
this movie
more.
the pacing was so weird.
Oh, it was. It really, yeah.
Cause like,
No, it was.
cause like, I kind of want a spoilery talk because of where it's at, but for this kind of movie, you already know it's gonna be one of those, uh, terrible team rise to the top type of story.
Yeah.
Because you can just tell that's where they're going. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess spoilers ahead of time. Spoilers, blah blah blah. We have all the space to put spoilers. The team ends up making it to the playoff.
Yeah.
Typically, that's like, hey, this is the end of the sports movie because they rallied together. They made it.
Yep.
There's
They're gonna do
another
it.
45 minutes of the movie after they hit that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was like, oh man, this is it. This is
Yeah.
where it's gonna end.
And I was like,
then
oh
they're
hey,
like,
yeah, this movie's going by really quick. This is a good movie. And then I pause it to go get something to drink, and it's like hour and then hour 45 for the total time of the movie. It's like,
yeah.
what the wait, seriously?
Yeah.
There's
No, there
another
was definitely
45
like,
minutes.
there was so many parts of this movie where I was just like, are you sure? Like, that's
It was
kind of
really
where they
weird.
were. And then the end actually happened, and I was like, man, there was so much more story that actually probably went down
Yeah.
in the
'Cause it's like,
actual story, because like
because he goes from
where
drinking like crazy. He finds this
yeah
basketball team, and it kind of sobers him up, and he stops drinking for a while, or drinks a
yeah
lot less. They make it to the playoffs. He gets some bad news about a friend. He
yeah
goes and drinks
and
again,
that kind of
and then
throws
that
them
kind of
into
throws
another
him back into the
spiral.
spiral. Typical story. Very, very
Yeah.
cliche for that type of story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But he does that, and then it goes into a positive moment again, and that's basically how it ends. It's like
Yeah.
I don't like just the timing of it was really, really weird.
Yeah, it was. No, there was so many parts where I was kind of just like, man, I don't know. Like, I mean, it is. I guess it's based on a true story, but no, like it just kind of like to me feels like it should have been done a little bit differently. Like I feel like maybe the end should have been the middle
Yeah.
type of thing, and then maybe he redeemed himself and got to be the coach again.
Yeah.
Again, we're going into spoilers, but
Well,
like
this
it
whole
just
part of it's spoilers.
like it didn't sit right with me. Like the end, I was like, man, there's probably so much more story here, and you guys just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, the acting and everything was great. The acting was great. The story that it was telling was good. I didn't like the ending.
Mhm.
The ending didn't sit right with me.
Yeah. I 100%
So
agree. But overall, the movie was still really well done. Like,
oh yeah, no, it was still
it
really
was shot
well
well,
done.
acted well. Everything was
No,
really good.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like as a story, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
I liked the movie as a whole, but I just wish that the ending could have maybe been a little bit different. But no, I mean as a whole, the movie was great. I
Yeah.
really did like, and I liked Ben did his thing normally. How
And
he
I was
actually
thinking about it. It's
can
like
order
I was
acting and
actually
everything.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I was thinking about it. It's like I can't think of a sports movie that's like this that I don't actually like.
Yeah,
Like I was legitimately thinking about it. It's like I can't think of a single one because like every sports movie I've ever seen, I've loved.
yeah.
Like I generally couldn't think of a bad one because like there's like We Are Marshall, there's Miracle, there's obviously
Remember the
some of the greatest.
Titans,
Remember the Titans. Um,
Coach
there's
Carter,
yeah,
freaking
all these great sports movies, and it's like I can't think of a bad one.
no.
Um, speaking of sports stuff, did you hear apparently they're bringing back Mighty Ducks with Emilio
Yeah.
Estevez?
Yep.
Dude, I know that's kind of older news, but it's like to be able to talk about Emilio Estevez and Mighty Ducks coming back for
Dude, I'm
and
gonna just
from apparently it's a series too. It's not a
yeah,
movie,
it's a series. Yeah, it's a
which is
series.
like, woo, that's awesome.
I'm
I
happy.
mean, I
I'm
don't know when
happy.
it's gonna come out because of all this crap, but hey, well,
Yeah.
that's
No,
awesome.
I mean I'm happy. I
Yeah,
hope they actually do it.
yeah,
So, but no, I mean I'll give it a no. I'll go 3 out of 5
yeah,
with that one.
yeah.
It was
I
good, but man, dude, if you're looking for like some kill time, and it's to maybe you're kind of depressed about being locked in your house like we are,
this is not the
it's
movie to
probably
watch.
not the best movie to watch.
No, it's
Like
depressing.
I'm kind of glad honestly, I'm kind of glad that I watched it like early on into this. Like if I was to watch that right now, I'd be kind of like
Hmm.
super depressed. And that's why I'm kind of like, trying to keep it upbeat with like, Star Wars or
Yeah,
something that, is, kind of fun in a way. I mean, they might not be the greatest movies, but
yeah. No, I watched it yesterday. I'm like, this was a mistake. I should have watched this before. I was like, oh, save me.
yeah,
Um,
no. So, all right.
yeah,
So I
no.
said 3. What are you doing?
3.5.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
not much different. I did like the movie enough. Um,
Okay.
but the ending really hurts the movie.
Yeah. The ending. I didn't like the last 25 minutes of the movie,
Yeah. I
but
mean, it's cool that like he based like it's such a positive ending,
yeah.
but it's just so jumpy with how
Yeah.
they do it, and I
Yeah.
don't know, it hurts it more than it helps it.
For sure.
Um, so yeah, that leaves one movie left. Speaking of
Does
movie
it?
stuff though, but before we get into
Hunting.
that, I was looking at like some more like Hollywood news and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and to kind of go with, I know we're trying to not talk about all the stuff going on right now, but
Yeah.
I've been hearing that Tom Hanks is getting better.
Yeah.
Like he's
I
basically
heard
in the
that too.
clear. Idris Elba's better.
Yeah.
Um, that a-hole Harvey Weinstein's got it, and he's gonna die. Like
Oh, he gonna die.
he looked like. Did you watch any of the trial stuff with him,
Dude,
dude?
I've been ghosted. I've literally
Like
ghosted so much stuff.
he looks like he's like death, death.
Come get me.
Like he looks like he's
Come
on
get me.
death's door. Like, dude,
Oh
apparently,
man.
like I didn't watch that much, like, but I saw a picture of him. Apparently, he's using like a walker to get around. Like
Oh,
he
man.
like he is bad. Like it, I mean, he could be playing it up to play the sympathy card,
Yeah,
which is entirely possible.
dude, you're not
But
getting that though.
yeah,
You're
no.
you're not getting that.
And then he got sent to Rikers, and Rikers had an outbreak of coronavirus, and then he had to get switched somewhere else. So, but other than that, before we finish our actual final review, I guess, movie, I was gonna look up movie release date changes, just to kind of be like, hey, if you haven't seen it and you're watching us, see if it'll actually work. Though I don't think it will.
No, I mean nothing's really changed. Or I mean, well, Wonder Woman got moved to June.
Yeah.
Or no,
No, it got moved to August.
August. Yeah, because it was June.
So the first one obviously was No Time to Die, which
Yeah.
we've known about that for a while. That's November.
Yeah, they got moved to November 3.
I don't know that one. Trolls World Tour.
That's just coming out on
That's just
demand.
coming out on demand. I think that Saint Maud movie, which is the A24 movie, I think that's coming out on demand.
Okay.
Let's see what else. That Peter Rabbit 2 got pushed all the way to August.
Yeah.
Quiet Place Part 2 we still don't know about.
No.
Like people are like
Blackwood.
shooting up Twitter like, hey, just release a video on demand so we can all watch it together. That's literally like why he delayed it, is so we could like
Watch it together.
watch it together. What better way than now when we can literally are all sitting at home watching it together? That Lovebirds movie.
Oh, that got straight. That's going straight to
straight to Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. Mulan, we have no idea about. New Mutants. The New Mutants
Dude,
again.
that movie is just movie is just destined never to be seen, I think.
Yeah. It's just like, all right, so so I'm on Atom Tickets, and it actually has like every release date it was originally supposed to be. So there was April 13th, 2018,
Yeah.
August 2nd, 2019,
Yep.
February 22nd, 2019. I don't know why it jumps around like that. And then April 3rd, 2020, and now it's just to be determined.
Movie is just
That poor
destined
movie.
never to be seen, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I almost feel bad for that movie.
Yeah. Antlers, which is that Wendigo movie that
Yeah.
I'm very excited for. It made my top 10 anticipated.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you know that's a Disney movie? Yeah, because it's a Fox Searchlight movie.
Oh,
They bought Fox. So that movie about a Wendigo, a horror movie, is a Disney movie.
okay.
Obviously Black Widow's one of the most recent ones.
To be determined. That hasn't been out. They
The
haven't
Woman
said
in the
anything
Window,
about.
which we've been seeing. That's like the new horror movie with
Oh, yeah.
with Amy Adams, I think, right? Yeah. Spiral got delayed.
Did it? Okay,
Yeah.
well that makes sense.
Yeah. Something called Antebellum. Like I recognize the name, but I can't.
Yeah. I can't picture what the movie
Yeah.
is, but I remember that
Yeah.
hearing about it.
So yeah, it's just like a lot of movies are getting delayed because of this. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean-
Most of them we're probably going to be able to watch at home. I would be surprised if they don't.
I feel like if stuff doesn't clear up in the next 2 months, which I mean it's probably realistically not going to, we'll be getting a lot more. I think we'll be hit a lot. I think we'll get it like a normal, like almost like weekend movie type thing where they release the movies like that, like coming soon next Friday or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was reading something like somebody was saying like, will this, realistically change movies forever? And I mean, I'm gonna say no, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, it's cool to get to watch, the new stuff at home, and it's kind of, trippy to be like, oh man, I don't have to go see it in the theater. I can just watch it at home. But dude, I mean, anybody that's a movie lover, you can't tell me that you don't love going to the movies.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care what people say. You cannot tell me, even if you don't buy the freaking popcorn or soda or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't sit there and tell me that you do not love just being there. That's
Yeah.
what movies are for. They're for experiencing, So,
But
I
now
mean,
here's my counter to that I'm thinking is it that, or is it the fact that you're going to the movies with friends and all this? So what if you just like sit down and watch it at home with all your friends like you normally do? You do all the typical
uh,
because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, not having to go to the theater is pretty awesome. Because like,
I can't get behind it.
yeah,
I I
I
mean,
would love to go to I want to go to the theater more now than anything because I just want to get out of the damn house.
dude, like realistically, like yeah, I can see where people are like, yeah, I would go and I would, or I don't really feel like it needs to happen anymore. Like people are
Yeah,
saying like, but at the same time, you're not going to get the same realistic movies because they're not going to make as much.
yeah.
You're not going to get a $200 million budget movie
Hmm.
if, realistically, I mean, what you pay, because what they're paying like 20 something dollars a movie to buy it, right?
Yeah,
Or to be able to watch
or
it
rent it.
early or
Yeah,
rent it. But like at the same time, it's like, okay, that $20 could have 6 people in your house
yeah.
instead of $6 or six,
Say
what,
$16 a ticket per person.
yeah, per person. You're only paying 20 for 6 people to watch that movie. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way realistically we'd keep the same style of movies. There's
yeah,
not. I mean,
yeah. They'd
because
be
we
making
won't
so
have,
much less. They'd have
yeah,
to
they'd
bump
be
up the price by a huge amount.
a huge amount,
Yeah,
huge amount.
like it'd have to
I
be
mean,
like $40 a movie,
yeah. Or I mean, dude, I was
which I
kind of
wouldn't be
thinking like,
surprised.
well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. But I mean, I was thinking maybe, like, I don't know how realistic this could be because of how expensive it gets. But like, say $50 for a month, like an actual like service that you could maybe possibly watch like 3 movies a week or something. Kind of how like AMC did like the $25 a month for the A list. But like,
Hmm.
if you think about it, like say, I mean, because I'd be down to pay $50 a month if I can watch 3 movies that are brand new a week.
Yeah,
But like, are you realistically? How much money do you think they're actually making with that? Because they're probably not making very much.
yeah,
I mean, unless it's a straight what streaming service like from like 20th Century Fox is a straight streaming service now. It becomes a service, and you're literally only paying them and not the theaters.
well, now it'd be just Disney Plus. So
Yeah, but I mean, with Disney, I don't think they're gonna have. I think almost in a way, I think Disney Plus is great right now, but in a way, is it really making them any money? I mean, it's probably
that's
making
true.
more money now because I guarantee you so many more people have signed up because they can't leave
Yeah,
their houses.
yeah.
But I mean, realistically, what is it? Like $8.99 a month or something like that?
$7.99 a month, I think. So
Yeah, $8
eight
a
bucks a
month,
month.
$8 a month with everybody that is in your house, and you're gonna put new movies on there. You're not making anything. I
Well,
mean,
that's what
realistic
they did with Onward, though. They haven't released Onward on Disney Plus yet.
Disney Plus,
You could
yeah,
only buy it.
yeah.
So
And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fine too. But like, realistically, you're not making anything towards it.
yeah, you should go
So
back to the way you were
yeah,
laying
I know. I
because
just saw that. I
the
just saw
light
that.
looks kind of crappy.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but like
Yeah.
realistically, let's get back into it and
Yeah, let's finish our reviews up now. We've done a lot of the new stuff, which is good. That's kind of bringing back our old show, the rap.
yeah, no,
It's
it
been a
is.
long time since we've done that.
Yeah. So
Um, so
well,
finally,
freaking
I mean,
the hunt.
it's Sunday. It's Sunday too.
It's Scary Sunday. Hey, there it
Yeah,
is.
that's why I
Back.
saved the hunt for last.
Yes, it's back. I'm freaking. All right, so this movie is literally a movie I think I have been waiting to see, and
Well, I mean, it was supposed to come
man,
out. It was supposed to come out in September last year,
yeah, it was
but then
supposed.
there was
Yeah,
a major shooting.
yeah.
What did you do?
Sorry,
What did you
my
break?
freaking like wire got like cut because like the PlayStation's about to turn off, so I gotta come
Oh,
over here and say I'm still watching it.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Okay, that's better.
So yeah, we finally got to see The Hunt. It was supposed to come out in September last year, but
It was
we
so
had
good.
that whole shooting happen, which was awful. And now
Yeah.
we have the coronavirus, which is like even worse.
Yep.
And we thought we're never gonna see this movie. Luckily, the
Nope.
whole video on demand thing happened, and we got all these
Yeah.
movies that we can watch.
Oh man, I know when this whole thing happened and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, movie theaters are getting shut down." I was like, "Man, we're never seeing this freaking movie
Yeah.
ever."
So thankfully, they are doing the video on demand stuff, which
Yeah.
is helping
Thank
our job
God.
a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So The Hunt, it's basically, if you've ever read the book The Most Dangerous Game, it's basically that. If you don't know what that is,
Pretty
that's
much.
basically these hunters are bored with their normal hunting and they decide to hunt humans.
Yep.
That's how I always pictured this movie. There's a little more different, and
Yeah, it's a little different than that.
it's a little different than that. It's not that it's just hunters that are bored hunting normal stuff.
They're
But
literally just a
there's a
bunch of
whole,
rich people.
yeah, and like it's probably my biggest negative of this movie. But like how political this movie got.
Oh, it went
Like,
from 0 to 100 really freaking
yeah,
fast.
yeah, it goes over the top political, which I almost feel like this is a different movie than what we were gonna get because it got all that political backlash.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was, but that's one of my biggest hampers with this movie. The movie was really
Yeah.
cool.
Dude,
It's super Hunger Games.
Oh, it's super Hunger Game feeling for sure, but like I mean, it kind of just gives you that like what the F moment, like when it first starts kicking off, because you're thinking, okay, you're following this character. Oh, they died.
Yeah.
You're following the next character. Wait, what? And then you're like, what?
And
What's
some
going
of the
on?
deaths, some of the deaths in this movie are hilarious too.
Oh, dude, they're so good. They're so
Because,
good.
like, I'm just gonna say one that we're not spoiling everything. Minor spoiler: Spike Pit Girl, my favorite one in the entire movie.
Dude, that was freaking great.
That was amazing.
I was just like, seriously? And then the
Yeah.
blowback, and then she gets right back on it. It's
Yeah.
just like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, that one was hilarious.
But and then to have some kind of main act, like not huge name actors, but people you could actually kind of recognize just die off in like 5 seconds, and you're
Yeah.
like, what? Did
Yeah.
that just happen?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well,
Yeah.
guess you're not my main character. And then, dude, I mean, like the way that I liked how simple it was. I mean, yeah, it does go super political, but like story base wise, it's super easy. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
super
very
chill.
easy to follow.
Yeah, and it
It-
freaking.
It's not a complicated movie. It's
Oh
so
no, it's
simple.
not at all.
That's my favorite part about it.
It's not at all. It's freaking. It's super easy. It's super fun. Like to me, it was fun. Like I had fun with it. I had, and then some of the jokes, dude. Some of these jokes in here, I was just like,
oh my god.
Yeah. Like yes.
Yeah.
Like what was it that the freaking the guy that shot down the drone?
Oh yeah.
Did you actually, dude?
Ethan Suplee. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you actually did you see the credits for it, or did you like
I
get
didn't
that
watch
far?
the credits.
Dude, go look at the credits
Really?
of what his name is.
Oh yeah. No. I know his name. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that.
Dude, I cried because like she said that and I was just like, okay, his name's Gary, but then like,
And then
they actually credit the name.
Credits,
Shut the F up, Gary. I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, cool. because you had me dying with that.
Yeah.
And how funny this actually is.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were trying to really legitimately
Make it
be that
funny.
funny with it, but man, it was legitimately freaking funny.
Yeah. It was
I
very
was
very funny.
like,
Which is like why I'm like, I don't think this fits in Scary Sunday movies.
oh
Like,
no, dude, like,
not whatsoever.
dude, I don't know if I would put it in horror because technically it is. It's in horror. Like it says it's a horror movie,
Hmm.
but it's not a horror movie.
No, not at all.
Like it's more dark comedy than anything. I feel
Oh, for sure.
like it's almost in the same league as like Jojo Rabbit. Like dark
Uh-huh. Yeah.
comedy is feeling.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
mean, it's not nearly as good as Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's actually kind of funny, and it
Yeah.
has. And dude, the whole end fight scene was great. The whole end scene fight, like I was freaking just dying when they were just going back and forth at each other, laughing, and like when they actually like legitimately like freaking s- like I'm not trying to like ruin the ending, but the
Yeah.
fight scene at the end was freaking hilarious.
Yeah. So one of my favorite, speaking of that, one of my favorite parts of that fight scene though, it's not very spoilery, but they go through a pane of glass
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, that sucked," and then they continue fighting on, and then they get to
yeah,
a glass door, and one of the characters is like, "No, no more glass." So they go and
yeah.
open the door and then
So
continue
they
fighting into the room.
yeah, dude. They actually like
Oh,
they actually do really good with. I feel
yeah,
like this movie is a lot better than it was a lot better than I even expected it to be
yeah.
because I
I
wasn't
was not
expecting
expecting
much,
much. Yeah,
and it was really a dark comedy that was actually kind of good. So
yeah,
I had a lot of fun with it. I
yeah,
mean, the acting, you're not gonna get the best acting, but it literally was freaking hilarious and funny,
yeah.
and it
Exactly.
just it was stupidly funny, but it was because I almost feel like it was kind of meant to be a comedy almost.
Yeah, I
Like
feel like it was too.
the way like the girl reminded me of freaking the girl from Three Billboards. Can't remember her name right now.
Oh, God, I'm blanking on her name too. Um, but the main chick, yeah.
Yeah, like her character reminded me of the chick from Three Billboards that she just like didn't give a f.
I'm gonna
Like
see
it
if I
was
can actually load it. Probably won't be able to because I'm doing all this
dude, it was
on the
dude,
computer.
it
But
was freaking hilarious.
yeah,
Dude, the whole her whole like spiel or like speech at the gas station, it's
yeah,
freaking crying.
yeah. No, this movie is great.
This movie is
Um,
way too much of a dark comedy than it is a horror movie. So
yeah,
good job. It was
yeah,
fun. I mean,
yeah.
besides the blood in the guts, because when it does go violent,
It goes super violent.
they go very violent.
Yeah. So without further ado, what's your score for it?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I liked it.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with it, and
yeah.
and if we can start going out and buying movies, which I'm gonna attempt to hopefully
Uh,
pick up Star Wars, but
the actress from Three Billboards is Frances McDormand.
yeah, that's her name.
Very, very,
Yeah.
very similar demeanor.
Yes,
Um,
very same style of a person. So like
yeah,
it really just gave me that feel, and I think that's why I kind of liked it even more because it had that kind of feel
yeah.
to it.
That was one of our
So
favorite movies of that year, which was
oh yeah, it
shocking.
was.
That was
It
a
was
great
amazing.
movie.
That was a
Um,
great movie. But
yeah.
yeah, so I gave it a 4.
I'm right there with you. It's a 4 for me as well. I really enjoyed it. Um, the overly political stuff that they started getting into, I was like, eh,
Yeah, I didn't care.
kind of
I
hurt it.
didn't care about it.
Yeah,
I was kind of like, I just kind of focused out of it
yeah,
and was just like, all right, whatever, bye. Like,
yeah, exactly. Um,
but
but
like,
no,
yeah,
it worked with the story, and it was
yeah.
funny how it plays out. But still,
It
it's like,
almost, it worked for me better than The Purge did it.
yeah, that's for sure. Um,
Because the Purge like just like literally tries to rip you over the head, bash you in the freaking head until it's like politics. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care. I just wanted to watch people die.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which, you know, dude, I'm very worried about one movie that's supposed to come out in July that we hopefully get to see.
I'm trying to think of what movie you're talking about, but I'm blanking on it. What movie are you talking about?
It's Free Guy.
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot
We're
all
supposed
about
to
that movie.
We're supposed to get that in Independence Day weekend movie. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I
I'm
have no
very
idea.
because I will wait to see that in theater. Like if they go, we're just gonna push the date back. I will gladly
Yeah.
wait
I
to
would be
see that movie.
surprised if theaters aren't open by then. I feel like
Yeah,
because like they're talking about with all this stuff that the peak hasn't hit yet,
yeah. But we're supposed to
but
be
it'll
hitting it in
hit,
like 2
yeah,
weeks.
by the end of April. I think they said
Yeah, is what they
we'll have
said.
peaked. So I think that'll give us a good couple months to get back to normal for the most
Yeah.
part.
So
Yeah, we're here to talk about movies, and that's what I love about this job is we get to talk about awesome stuff. So here's the real question:
yes.
what are we gonna watch next? Got you there.
Well, I'm watching Star Wars, so
Yeah, that's cheating though. We've seen that a million times. What's something we haven't watched? Like I'm gonna look at the pile of movies we have.
well, I mean, the question is, do I have that pile
Ooh.
of movie here?
That might be one because I have that digital. Let me check Vudu real quick. If it's, I think it's up on Vudu.
What?
Hold up a second. Because that would kill a lot of time.
What?
I will let you know in just a second. But it's a lot of movies.
James Bond?
Son of a bitch. Let me figure it out first, damn it. But yeah, the James Bond movies. I mean, there's
24
24
movies.
movies. So, I mean, I might do that now that I think about it. Because I think I have it digitally on Vudu.
Dude, if you have them, I'm down. I'll do it.
Yeah. And then we can just, like, mass review all the James Bond movies.
Oh,
If we can
God.
remember them all. Actually take notes of them.
24 movies. I mean,
Yeah.
we're at 23 movies for MCU, so
We've done that already. Yeah, it's Voodoo's not loading right now. All my internet is going
well,
into this right now. So
you can figure it out when you're
Yeah.
off of here, and you can let me know. And if it's
Yeah.
on there, then I'll watch it. But
yeah,
as of right now, I'm gonna do freaking Star Wars, and then maybe Jurassic Park
yeah. I
after
think I might do
Tuesday.
Jurassic as well.
I think that should be our next one. I think we should go into Jurassic Park. I think we need to go visit some dinosaurs, buddy.
Yeah, I agree. I'm 100% down for Jurassic Park. I was also thinking of doing the Mission Impossibles because I haven't watched those in a while. I don't know if you want
I
to
did
do
that
those.
last year. I mean, I did that last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down to watch them again, but or maybe like I don't know. I'm just
Godfathers?
trying to think of like Godfathers. I mean, there's only 1 and 2. 3 doesn't exist.
I'm still gonna watch all 3.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Honestly, I don't like. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I ever watched 3.
You
Like,
don't want to.
I don't think I ever actually did. I think
If
I've only
you've
watched
seen
1
it,
and 2.
you would know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking James Bond, Jurassic Park, Mission Impossibles for my next like binging
Or
session.
Aliens.
Nah, I don't care enough about Aliens. I mean, like I'll watch Alien and Aliens, but the rest it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
That's only 2 movies.
Yeah, it's only 2 movies.
Maybe Mad Max.
I don't have those. I
Um,
only have Fury Road.
I might have digital codes for that, so I'd have to check. There was Back to the Future, obviously.
Go you know, go back to the MCU.
Yeah, that's a distinct possibility. There's a lot of movies we could watch.
I
I
mean,
got the
let's
Rise
see.
of the Planet of the Apes. Or
Let's see.
not Rise of just the Planet of the Apes period. Because I have all the originals over there. We
I'm
got a lot
trying
of
to
movies we need to watch.
I'm looking through mine, like, or we could do the Conjuring verse.
Okay, I wouldn't mind doing that.
That's like what, 6 movies?
7 movies, I think.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah. I knew it off the top of my head. You should be proud, buddy.
I'm lightweight proud of you.
Yeah.
Matrix.
Mm. I did that not too long ago, and I don't really want to do it again anytime soon. Because realistically, the only good one is the first one.
Oh, of course.
So, Indy?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
We haven't been to
Besides
Indy in a while.
just the trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what Bam's talking about. There's no fourth one. I don't know what he's talking about.
Nope. Oh, Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, that's a good one. No, I did watch that really, really recently.
You did,
Yeah.
asshole.
Not my fault.
Let's see. Ooh,
That's a good list.
or ooh, do we start just going directors?
Honestly, I was thinking about doing that. Like, I was thinking of going full on Spielberg. Like, do every Spielberg movie, which there's a
was gonna
lot
say
of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do Quentin movies.
We did that for Once Upon a Time though. We watched all of them like right around then.
Oh, that's true. We did.
Yeah. So we don't really need to do that again.
I mean, I know this is bad, but there's a lot of movies in the series, and it would kill some time. Fast.
That's a possibility, but again, we did that not too long ago, or at least I did. So because remember
Wait, when
you
did
wanted
you watch? Oh, no,
the fast trivia, remember?
yeah.
I'm like, hey, bring it over and I'll watch them all.
But yeah, you did. You
I
cheating
watched them all.
whore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might do. I mean, cause I got a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, I got a lot of horror movies, people. You guys don't understand. That's all horror. Like, that's
Yeah.
all horror movies.
Yeah. If you think that's a lot right back there, that's stuff right there. If you think that's a lot, that's nothing. Yeah, there's even more. You own a lot of bad movies too, though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really.
All right. Speaking of movie stuff, I was looking at just random stuff, and someone did a list because it was Quentin Tarantino's birthday not too long ago. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Oh, really?
Someone listed their top Quentin movies. They put freaking Jackie Brown as number one. Like,
I mean, dude, it's a good movie. But
it's a good movie, but I was like,
number
really?
one?
Over Reservoir? Over Pulp?
Over
Really?
Django?
Over Django? Over Inglorious? I was amazed. Like,
Like, let's see.
good on you for having that awesome. Like, that's a cool opinion. Like, there's not many
Oh,
people.
here's a good one. I don't know if do you have them all?
What?
I mean, we already know the answer to this, but rewatch all the Spideys.
Oh yeah, I have all of them. Yeah.
Like, do we watch all the Spideys?
Like Toby.
I mean, I don't know.
Andrew.
I might dip my foot back into it again, and I know you hate these movies, but it is once a year that I feel like I need to get my fix of The Rejects.
The Reject. What?
Rejects.
Oh, the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch the Devil's Rejects, but I won't watch House or 3 from Hell.
I feel like I need to see 3 from Hell again because we only watched that once.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it again. I mean, you can send me the digital code and I'll try, but I'm assuming because I know you bought it. I'm assuming you have a digital code.
I haven't even opened it.
Yeah.
Realistically, dude, oh look, Star Wars is over.
Oh no. It's funny that
What do I do?
like,
Star Wars is over. Oh wait, there's 5. There's what? I'm on 2. There's like 6 more.
something like that. 7 more. And that's just the main ones.
Yeah.
That's not counting Solo or Rogue or.
Oh, I'm not doing.
shows.
I think I'll do. I'll do Rogue, but I'm not gonna do Solo.
Do it.
I'm
Do
not
it. You
doing
won't.
Solo.
Do it. You
You're right.
won't.
I won't. I hate that movie.
You are a loser. Loser.
Shut up.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up just playing more games. Dude, I've been playing 11 Mad Max.
Oh, I
games
know you
lately.
are.
Dude,
Like
Mad
that's
Max
why
is
like I'm even
dope.
shocked like right now like we're actually filming.
All right.
Right.
So we've been
there.
podcasting for freaking ever. I don't know how long we've been
Yeah, it's
going.
been a freaking ever. So shut
Yeah.
up and leave me alone. I'm trying to watch Star Wars, damn it.
It's 2
See?
o'clock. It's after 2 o'clock already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
I don't
Star
think we
Wars.
can show that. Just so you know.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. All right.
Doing that.
So that's our first test podcast.
Do some editing. You have a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well,
that's our first test
bye,
podcast
guys.
type of
I'm
thing.
out
So
of here.
bye.
Bye from my house. I'm gonna watch more Star Wars.
Bye from the quarantine room.
Bye, people.